Hey everyone. Today's topic, don't let temporary emotions ruin your relationships, especially those with people you're romantically involved with. It's so interesting to me how many people behave by default in this way, where they let their emotions completely control them to the point where they can really hurt their partner in relationships, where when they're angry they just spew off, say all these really hurtful words, and they act like it's not a big deal. It's a big deal, guys. Like, come on. The words you say have meaning and power behind them. This is why semantics is such an important thing, because if you say a sentence a specific way, if you just change one word in that sentence, you could change almost the entire meaning of it. So words are powerful. It's important that you understand that and you don't allow your emotions to ruin your relationships with other people. And that's just like the aspect of talking and yelling when you're angry, but other people actually lash out physically as well. So just don't allow temporary emotions to ruin something with someone great. We all have people we care about, so remind yourself of how much you care about them when you get mad or when something triggers you. Maybe even they trigger you. That's quite often what will cause the biggest fights, right? Like they trigger you in some way and then you blow up at them. But get better at controlling your emotions, meaning the way you react to them, because obviously you're not going to be able to stop yourself from feeling your emotions, so don't aim to do that. I'm not arguing for you becoming emotionless. That's not the right route to go. Instead, just get better at managing your emotions, your reaction to them. When you feel yourself getting angry, don't immediately start raising your voice and yelling at the other person and saying hurtful things. No, just take a few deep breaths, understand that you're angry, maybe even tell the other person, hey, look, right now I'm starting to get a bit angry at you. Let me cool down for a bit before we continue this discussion. That's an adult, healthy thing to do. Calling out the emotion and telling the other person you need some space before you start talking to them again, so that way you're not under the influence of that emotion when you continue engaging with them, because that's where you're far more likely to say something mean to them and hurt them over it. And if your partner can't hold space for your emotions, if they don't want to give you that time to go and cool down, you probably should find someone else. Like, people need to be mature adults in relationships if they're going to be a healthy relationship. If your partner isn't willing to work with you on that, then get a better one. Like, for real. If a woman wasn't able to hold space for me and my anger and she wanted to like draw it out of me to see what would happen, I would just look at her and be like, you're a child maturity wise. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. Either you fix that behavior or I'm going to be gone by next week, because I wouldn't tolerate that crap. That's incredibly immature to do, especially if they're trying to trigger you for like on purpose. Yeah, so in general, just strive to react to your emotions in a more mature, healthy ways. You don't permanently hurt relationships over temporary emotions. That's what you want to remind yourself of. Is it worth permanently damaging a relationship over temporary emotions? Is it? I hope none of you say yes to that question, because we need to drill that through our brains way more often, that emotions are temporary. They don't last forever. But things that you say when you're under the influence of your emotions, or things that you do, can be permanent. They can permanently impact your relationships with people you care about. This is why it's so important to get better at managing your reaction to your emotions. This is why it's important to put in that inner work and be a mature adult. I know it's difficult to do this work. Believe me, I get that. I've made tons of videos detailing how you can work on this, so go check those out if you haven't already, because I'm not going to share that in this video. But I just want to say, so often people say it's difficult to manage their reaction to their emotions, and they use it as an excuse to not do so. I want to say right now, if that's you, you need to grow up. Like, this is some tough love for me, but seriously, I don't care if something's difficult. If it will make your life better, you should do it. And in this case, being able to better control your emotions, as I said, managing a reaction to them, that will make your life so much better, that it's so incredibly worth it that you could tell me all the excuses in the book, and if we were standing face to face, I would just look at you like, whatever. Like, really? gonna let these excuses stop you from making your life great? I mean, that's on you. You do that by all means. But, you know, I want my life to be awesome, so I'm going to do the difficult stuff. You can have fun playing it small over in your corner, but if you keep that up, I don't want you to be my friend, because I don't want you to, you know, make me start buying into excuses. So yeah, you know, work on yourself and then walk away. That's the kind of person I am. I don't have a lot of patience for excuses over difficult things, because if you want your life to be better, it almost always involves doing something difficult. So it's high time you sign up for that and understand that it's the right thing to do for making your life better, or just continue living small and continue having not so great relationships, because that's the future if you don't want to do something difficult. So there you go. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. It's just so important to not let temporary emotions permanently damage your relationships with people you actually care about and want to keep in your life. This is huge, and so many people don't want to put in that inner work to not do that. So I just want to make sure that for all of you who watch my videos, please sign up for this challenge, because your life will be so much better for it. Your relationships will be better. It's just worth it. I don't care how difficult it is. It could be the most difficult thing on the planet. It isn't. But if it was, it would still be worth doing. So yeah, anyway, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like content like this. If you aren't already, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.